Jack was one of the prominent statesmen. I don't want to call him an elder statesman, but he was a prominent member of the faculty, a leader of the senior faculty, a significant contributor to the MBA program.
When I first heard Jack in my MBA Enterprise Core orientation, I thought, oh, what can I learn from this person? He's talking about you'll do this and you'll do that and you should think about this, and I didn't think very much of it. He was absolutely right on every count, of course, and it took me a while to get it. But as a core member, I valued his direct communication to me and the fact that he responded to my quarterly reports and cared about what I was doing, even though I was thousands of miles away. So that very personal touch was really important.
Jack Behrman to me was a bit like Mahatma Gandhi, because he kept on talking about the means being as important as the end, and the outcome, the output, would lose its meaning if the path or the way to get there was incorrect. So that connection came to me, because that's what Mahatma Gandhi said when he won the independence for India way back when in 1947. So it was strange to see Jack Behrman with this Gandhian approach, but very capitalistic. He believed and strongly believed in free markets, strongly believed in capitalism. He was not a communist, he was not a socialist, but he did believe in good for society.
I remember numerous interactions with Jack. The written record of what he's done would include the fact that he taught international business, he taught business ethics, he taught in our executive programs. He was someone who really tried to challenge people to think outside their usual patterns of thinking. He would come in class dressed as a person from a society about which he wanted to teach that day. And he would do a variety of things to make people who were students in North Carolina think about how different other worlds were in cultures, in business practices, in ethics, in the nature of business transactions, and everything that went with that. I know from conversations with alumni over the years that he had an enormous impact on the way these young people thought. He changed the way they thought.
Jack was our guy who led us into global. One example of that was the MBA Enterprise Core. I actually remember learning about the Enterprise Core when I was still a PhD student at the University of Michigan. And I thought about, now that's the kind of thing that I want my, at that time, undergraduate alma mater to be involved with, because we were beginning to push the envelopes of what could be done after the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. And so once again, Jack was the guy who was taking us to a different place globally. And now, today, the school is extraordinary global school. We have students from all around the world. We have faculty from all around the world. Those things got started because of Jack Behrman.
Jack taught me many things, but I would say the three most important things, the most important lessons that I learned from Jack were these. First, be really prepared, and really prepared to add value when you speak up in a discussion. And the best thing to do is to wait until others in the room have contributed before you say something. And two, equip others with the contacts, the resources, the tools that you have that you think will help them succeed. And then praise them, give them the credit for their success. And third, be young, in body and in spirit. Jack was 60-something and I was 30-something when he taught me to water ski. And he didn't just hand me an instruction booklet and say, go ski. He first showed me, and then he coached me to the point where I could actually get up and stand up and ski. And he approached everything, every day, every task, with a youthful curiosity and a joy that I've tried to emulate. Now, I don't think I can come close to ever doing everything the way Jack would have done it, and I don't think that's why he took me under his wing. But I do try to add value to every endeavor in which I'm involved, with others in mind and with joy.
They are all more mature. They recognize that they have to know how to deal with others. It means letting the other have their way sometimes and learning how to infuse yours gently. So that means maturity. We need leaders who have been places to learn things different from what they were taught and from what they chose to learn.